What's up, everybody? Check that out. That looks kind of hot, right? Kinda. I wouldn't have that bottom button open. I mean, I would have it open. I wouldn't have it locked up. But what's up, man? You know, like when I'm out selling my books, you know, like stop. When I'm out selling my books, you know, like I say, like my book is entitled "Don't Beat Your Children, or They'll Turn Out Like Me." It's not a book about how to raise your children. It's my poems, my jokes, and my random thoughts. And a lot of times it's like I'm telling jokes, but I'm not. I'm actually reciting haikus. You know, a haiku is a poem with 17 syllables. There's 5 at the top, 7 in the middle, and then 5 at the bottom. And the whole purpose of the haiku is to create thought. And for the most part, that's how I understand it, you know. But like I got a haiku that goes, she's Charlie Theron. African Americans come in all flavors. I say stuff like that, or I got like random thoughts like, if America became a cashless country, what would bums beg for? Or I say things like, boys make babies then run, women claim all men are dogs, but they were the ones who raised them. And I say a lot of, you know, like I got, my whole book is 112 pages, and there's random thoughts and shit like that. But like a lot of times, I say things that are brutally honest. Like a good way to tell that you're going through a rough neighborhood is when you see a lot of churches. And it seems like the more churches in the neighborhood, the rougher the neighborhood is. You know, like, but the reason I made that book, the reason I wrote that book is because like one day my daughter and I was crossing the street when she was a little baby, and we were jaywalking like New Yorkers do. And she said, "Daddy, wait, we gotta wait for the white man." So I started looking around like, what the, you know, like, you know, I got offended. And I'm thinking like, what white man? So I looked around and I looked up, it was the traffic light. You know, when you go to the corner, the don't walk sign is a red hand, but the walk sign is white. But the ironic thing is, it's a white man. And she said, "Daddy, we gotta cross, we gotta wait for the white man." You know, so children say things like that. And like one day we got on the train and she said, "Daddy, make sure we sit together, because I don't want to sit." And I'm like, "Why?" She said, "Because I don't want to sit next to the grandma ladies." I don't want to sit next to the grandma ladies. You know, like, startled me. Everybody coming to bug me. Like, children say things in their own way, in their own language, and I understood what she meant when she said the grandma ladies. But that's why I entitled the book like that, because children say things that are brutally honest. See the white man? That's the white man. You see it? The glare is too light. See over there? It's a white man. But children say things that are brutally honest, and as they get older, they're taught to be diplomatic and choose their words differently so they don't offend people. So my book is called "Don't Beat Your Children, or They'll Turn Out Like Me," because I got my ass whipped growing up. You know, and like, I don't agree with beating your children. I think bad children just come from bad parents. Bad parents come from bad parents. I don't think you should beat your children. You know, like Rodney King got his ass whipped. Now, if children are going to get their ass whipped, adults need to get their ass whipped too. And I don't agree with that ass whipping. I think the shit just makes black people complacent. It makes us lazy. It makes us fearful. You know, like black people talk about we gangster, right? But look at the shit white people do. They go mountain climbing, they go skydiving, they jump on bridges, they go hiking, they go surfing, they go into mountains and shit. Black people scared of every fucking thing. And we scared of shit because the only thing black people ain't scared of is each other. But we scared of every fucking thing. We believe in ghosts. We believe in fucking witchcraft and shit, voodoo and all that shit. We believe in all the dumb shit. But we don't want to believe in nothing that's practical and real. And that's why I don't agree with beating your children, because you instilling fear in your kids. You don't teach them to respect you. You teach them to fear you. And women are the biggest ones that talk about how they beat their kids' ass. They be like, "My mother beat my ass and I turned out fine." I be like, "Well, another word for fine is mediocre. Another word for fine is average. Another word for fine is 50-50. You know, I just don't understand that shit. But that's why the book is called Don't Beat Your Children or They'll Turn Out Like Me, because I got a crazy sense of humor. And when people hear me saying what I'm saying, you know, they think I'm telling jokes. I'm like, nah, I'm not telling jokes. This is what I feel. This is how I feel it. These are my convictions. And I'm sticking to it. You know, these are my convictions. That's how I feel. And it is what it is. You know, like I tasted, you know, it is what it is, man. But I just thought I'd say that. Check out my books. I got them on Amazon. I got them on Kindle. I got them on iTunes. And you can download it. And, you know, read my books. I'll make you laugh and I give you something to think about, all right? Because I'm an independent author and I don't have to answer to anyone. You know, I just put my... And, oh, one more thing. That's another thing I wanted to tell you. You know, like, another thing is like, I think there should be more black authors in the world today telling their story. Like, we were just on Facebook and we were talking about how, like, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are related to black people. But I say every time you say black people, you get a negative connotation because every time you see black people on TV, you know it's in a negative way. You see Africans with flies and shit all over their face and shit, you know, like starving. But you know, it's always something with a negative connotation to it, like hip hop or something like we doing bad, so nobody wants to relate to us. And this is how you keep the separatism going against so-called minorities. Well, black people are not minorities, but this is how you call us minorities. And you say, well, Africans don't want to be with black people. Black people don't want to be Africans. Dominicans don't want to be with Haitians. Haitians don't want to be with Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans don't want to be with Mexicans. And that's how you keep the animosity and the separation against amongst the people. Like I always say, you know, like the word. Like I'm saying, the word race has no genealogical substance to it. It's just a nice way of saying category. That's all it is. So when you say what's your race, that's like saying what's your category. So we got these different kind of races, but the root of it is black people. And when you say black people, people automatically think you're talking about some thug or some gangster or some rapper with his hat to the back, and it's not. But what I was trying to say is like we all got a root, and our root is in black people. You ever notice like the Mexican statues look just like the statues in Alaska? The statues in Alaska look just like the statues in Africa. You know, everywhere Europeans went in America or all over the world, black people were there. We black people have no birth record. You can't say this is our beginning. You can't say we started at this year. Black people have no birth record. Black people came with the planet. But through the media, and you know, it's always a negative way of making us look. So nobody wants to be associated with black people. But I think I talked long enough. But check out my books online, all right? Corner stores in the middle of the block. And don't beat your children or they'll turn out like me. Peace.